All right, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be waiting for 20 seconds at the start of each race before I start driving forward past the starting line. And if you guys didn't know, you can actually get DC'd if you're inactive, if you're not moving. So I'm going to be hopping around a bunch, driving back and forth just to make sure I don't get disconnected. And also, of course, a huge shout out to Shortcat. He's been blowing up recently in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe YouTube scene. And he actually has a whole series of videos doing this exact challenge by getting increasingly more difficult. So I took inspiration from him and wanted to try out the challenge for myself to see if I could succeed, if I could win doing it. And it's kind of like bagging on hard mode because you have to wait at the starting line and you can't, decide for yourself exactly how long you're going to be bagging for. It's set out every single race. And let's see if I can make it happen in this first race on Tour Amsterdam Drift. Get a couple of stars already, and that is a golden with a bullet. We're up to 10 coins. It looks like we're actually not in a bad position here. And just as I said, I actually go the completely wrong way. I always get these tour track laps rather, mixed up and go the wrong direction on the wrong laps. Let me know, guys, if that happens to you as well. I feel like that happens to me every single video now. Whether this track or Paris Promenade or Sydney Sprint, there's always something. I actually almost star that player going the other way. That's how far behind we are. I actually never had that happen on this track. And we're still in last place here on the last lap. Okay, finally, there are some players in front of us here. Hit the wall. Oh, there's a shock. Looks like a player up ahead actually used that. We weren't able to dodge. We get a star and some mushrooms. Hopefully we can use it to take the shortcut here and pass a ton of players here going to the end of lap 3 here. Looks like that player behind us had a bullet bill and I go right into them with the mushroom. I need something good here. We get triple mushrooms. We pass one player and we get hit with a stray green. Looks like everyone else gets taken out as well. That player's actually using the Mario Kart 7 meta combo and we're going to finish here in 10th place. For the next race here, we have Wario's Gold Mine, and the timer starts now. I actually just learned that you do, in fact, have to keep moving the duration of the timer, while I'm sitting here in the back, because I was just hopping in place for like maybe 1 or 2 seconds and got disconnected in the last race, which is very unfortunate. But I just have a couple more seconds here to go and we can start going now. Hopefully I don't get disconnected anymore. That is already twice this session, more races than I've completed. That's actually been the harder challenge in itself, is trying not to get DC'd. But I will of course make my way up to the pack now if I can even make that happen. I am so far behind, it is not even funny. And I think I'm really gonna have to rely on a lot of luck with items, of course, but also with a lot of good track selections. This is actually not a great bagging track. This is of course a running track. I'm definitely going to need some good bagging tracks to help me out to be able to take all these overpowered shortcuts and catch up, but not only catch up, but actually get ahead of the pack. Because as you guys saw on that last race, I was able to catch up, but I couldn't break through. There was a shock, I didn't dodge, and actually just as I say that, we get a bam shock dodge. The whole pack is right here, up into 6th, into 5th, into 4th. Wow, what luck that is. We have a golden, I'm just gonna start using it. We're all the way up into 2nd place just like that. I'm using this piranha plant right away as well, because this Birdo in 1st has quite the lead already. And I get stuck on that cart. We get a weird boost. I almost go flying off the edge. Looks like a red shell is coming for us. I was not able to pull up my red shell in time. Go ahead and throw this at that player that passed us and hold one for protection. Looks like they actually had a star. They star that player. There's another star. There's a bullet bill. Well, everyone has these crazy power items because of how far ahead first place is. I almost get bulleted. It looks like it just runs out just before we get hit. What can we get here? Oh, we only get a single mushroom. That's not great. I can pick up that ground mushroom though. Get a little bit more speed. We have 10 coins. Looks like there's another bullet. I can barely hear that even though there's no indicator. I hear the indicator for the star. Another bullet. Wow, we get triple mushrooms and another triple green shells rather. Another single mushroom. We need some better power items. You can see the whole pack is right here with us. I try to snipe that player. I don't really think anything happened. And actually, first place fell a little bit. Our red shell gets broken on something or another. We're still in 5th, and I don't think we're going to be able to make up any placements, and that's where we're going to finish. All right, welcome back. This time we're playing on Wii Maple Treeway, and I actually once again got disconnected between the most recent race and this race that you guys are seeing now. So I am just struggling hard to even stay in the lobby here. So I'm just going to continuously move backwards here, get that coin, move forward. And by the time I go back to the front, it will be 20 seconds and we can start going. We are already so far behind. But the good news is that so far in this video, I'm actually doing better each race. Started with a 10th place, got a 5th place, I believe, in that most recent race. So maybe that means we'll get an even better position now. And so far, so good. I at least did not get disconnected. I cannot believe how often that has happened already, just trying to attempt this challenge. We get the shock. I'll go ahead and just use that. It looks like no one was able to dodge. We also hit off a couple people in the glider section down below, which is good news for us. Go ahead and make our way up to the front of the pack. I'm sure that we'll be seeing that a lot this video, where I'm able to pull the shock because I am just so far behind. The game really just feels bad for us and wants to help us out. We get a bullet bill as well as triple mushrooms. I can go ahead and use that in the shortcut here, going into lap 2 to help catch up. I'll go ahead and use my other mushrooms as well to chain an item. And then as soon as the... Whoa, what? I'm not even sure what just happened. It looks like I drifted the wrong way, went flying, somehow didn't go to bounds. Looks like there's some sort of invisible wall there to protect you. And I'm just going to use my bullet now. I don't even know what's going on. Probably lost a little bit of time there. But actually, I'm all the way up into 10th place now. Looks like the rest of the pack isn't too far ahead either. I'll go ahead and use this star as well. Looks like that player in the bullet will pass us. Actually, it just expires, but we are making our way back up. The back of the pack is right here. We still have a ways to go, at least to catch up to the front of the pack. Of course, this being not a great bagging track is definitely not helping us out. We get the blue shell. That's funny. Just as I was mentioning how far ahead the person in first is, the rest of the pack is. That'll help us catch up just a little bit more. I'm unable to get that item there as that player actually had the shock and used it, which is unfortunate for us. I'm not sure if I would have been able to get a dodge or not. We get the bullet bill as well. I'll go ahead and use that again as soon as I'm out of the cannon here, because I find in this game the bullet bills do not do well in the cannon. They're just so slow. It just feels like a waste whenever I've ever used one through a cannon. So I'm going to avoid that from now on. We pass a couple players up into 7th place here. The pack is right here. That player's going backwards for some reason. I'm not sure why. But watch out for this player's fire here. Hopefully we don't get taken out by it. There's a blooper. No ground mushrooms for us. We can finally get rid of the ink now. Is that red shell coming for us? I guess it doesn't matter because we have triple shells ourselves. Actually, never mind. It looks like it gets stolen. I don't think we're going to be able to make up any spots, and we're going to finish here. Oh, we get hit on the line. We get past, and we're actually going to finish in 5th place. All right, we are back here on GBA Sky Garden. The clock starts now, 20 seconds. Unfortunately, we got hit on the line, but another 5th place in that last race, which means that we're actually not doing too bad. Now, I was concerned for some of these GBA tracks because they are so short that I might just not have enough time to catch back up. You know, this track, GBA Boo Lake as well. You know, maybe tracks like Riverside Park might be easier because it is indeed a bagging track, but all these regular GBA tracks with maybe only one shortcut, I'm definitely, you know, have my work cut out for me here. I'll go ahead and get some more coins, chain this at the double here, see what else I can get. We get another star, and actually we're not too far behind. I'm kind of surprised how close we are already. Go ahead and save this golden and start using it now that our star is expired, and see if we can make our way back up to the front of the pack. But just like the last video, I'm gonna have to work hard to make sure I don't get hit and can successfully make my way to the front of the pack. You know, it's always the most challenging part of any Mario Kart match, any Mario Kart game in general. It's being able to break through from the pack and not get taken out. And we're just chaining our invincibility here. Hopefully we can get a shock dodge here. I don't know how many stars that is in a row. That's like 4 or 5 at this point. We also still have triple mushrooms, which is great. I'm actually going to go ahead and use the boost pads here. I'm not sure if it's faster or not. And I think I'll go ahead and chain this set, or chain this at the next set rather. We had a couple mushrooms. That's a not bad pull. We're in 3rd. I think I'll hold this last mushroom for the shortcut here. Hopefully get some protection. Oh, and that bomb actually goes off. Hopefully we don't get hit. Oh, and we do get hit again. I'm just going to use this mushroom. Yeah, we get triple mushrooms. That was a very unfortunate bomb for us. We're able to recover a couple of spots here into 4th, into 5th actually, and that's where we're going to stay. Another 5th place for this session. All right, welcome back to another race here on Wild Wild Woods. You guys know the drill. 20 seconds is on the clock. Oh, actually almost get hit past the finish line there. That was close. I'm going to go ahead and back all the way up here. Hopefully we don't go off the edge. Start going forward, stop, back up once again, and then go forward. And that will be the start of the race for us. That should be just about 20 seconds by the time we pass the starting line. And we're so far behind already. And this is not a great track to catch up as well. We're going to need some good items here. We get a star. Go ahead and just use that right away. Try to get a couple more coins here as well. It looks like we're going to be able to get up to 7. Definitely need a good double box. Yeah, I am so far behind already. This is insane. I'll just use that bullet bill right away to take us through this section. Actually, you know what? We're not as far as I thought. By the time we get out here... Oh, it looks like we won't get another item though. I'm going to have to use that star too because of the banana. We're actually not too far behind here because we can take the shortcut. We're going to be able to use that shortcut every single lap likely. We're only a couple power items away from catching up to the pack and giving it a good race. We get another bullet bill. Of course, I'm spamming that right away here. Yeah, these players are so far ahead. It looks like there was a player lagging a little bit. I thought they might be behind with us, but they're not. We get a star. I'll just use that as well. And we're slowly but surely making our way up. We're so close already, but we're still so far as well. You know, the pack is all the way up there on the lap 3 already. We're still on lap 2. I can take the shortcut once again. Actually, I almost go flying there. I'm just going to spam that as well as spam this crazy 8. And let's go. I'm still trying to catch up. I cannot believe I haven't still. This is probably the longest it's taken in any of the races so far in this video. Okay, there we go. We can see some players finally. Go ahead and spam this golden mushroom. It'd be nice to get the shock or maybe another bullet bill and we get a star. Looks like the player in front of us pulled a bullet. And I don't think we're going to have a chance to win this race, guys, because we are unable to pull the shock and we're just really not able to catch up whatsoever. I'm just spamming that. We get a star once again. Looks like everyone else is in power items here. And yeah, I'm probably going to finish here in a bottom spot. Not really going to pass anyone. And it looks like it's going to be a 10th place. And we're back, this time on GCN Yoshi Circuit. Finally, a good bagging track to help us out in this challenge. This is probably one of the best bagging tracks in the game. And as you guys can see, there's another player going backwards to collect some coins with us here because that's how good of a bagging track it is. Just like that, we're up to 10 coins because there's coins so close to the beginning and we can start racing. And yeah, this player is just back here with us. Not a care in the world, not even trying to catch up yet. So they're waiting for 20 seconds just because that's what you do on this track. So I feel like we shouldn't have that bad of a time. Finally, a good track for us to bag on. Of course, it is mirror mode though. I actually almost failed that shortcut because of it. It might be a little bit difficult for my driving skills, but we do pull a bullet bill here, which is exactly what we want because, oh no, we get hit by the piranha plant. But I was just about to say, of course, as you guys know, there's a crazy bullet bill extension on this track. I actually used it in a recent video as well as in a short that has been blowing up recently, and it will carry us all the way up into a good spot. At least if it doesn't, it will carry us pretty far, you know, in the map, and we can go ahead and use that here. You can actually use it just before the water shortcut and actually gives you a pretty good drop-off point. I used to use it actually in the water shortcut, but the drop-off point is pretty brutal for that. And even though we're not passing very many players, it's still going to take us all the way up here to the end of this little zigzag section. And just like that, we're in 10th. We're actually not too far behind though. I'm going to save this golden mushroom here for the little shortcut. Oh, actually we get another bullet bill. That means I can use the bill extension once again on this lap, assuming I don't get shocked or anything here. Hopefully we don't in the next couple seconds here, and I can use that now. And let's go. It looks like first does have a bit of a lead. Hopefully we can get a shock dodge while we're actually in the bullet bill. Oh, we just barely missed that item. That is unfortunate, but we're all the way up into second place. Into first for a brief second. Oh, and there is the shock finally. Oh, but we get red shelled as soon as we get out. Everyone is right here. Hopefully we can get some good items here. We're all the way down into 5th place already. We get lag trailed and everything is just falling apart. You know, that shock was 1 second earlier. We'd be in first place by a mile right now. Looks like we're gonna have to take a 4th place instead. And we're back once again on GBA Sky Garden. And once again, we will be waiting here for a good 20 seconds. This unfortunately is not as good of a bagging track as Yoshi Circuit there was. But nonetheless, we can still see if we can do well here. Gonna wait a few more seconds here and then start going. I think by the time I cross the finish line, it will be just enough time here. So let's go. Everyone else is already like half a lap ahead, you know, at minimum. We only have 1 coin as well. Definitely need to pull the shock and a bunch of bullet bills if we have any hope of catching up here. We pull a star as well as some more mushrooms. Definitely not what we're hoping for here. Hopefully we can get some better items here on this next set. We get a golden and another star. Wow, that is unfortunate. We still haven't pulled a bullet bill. This is actually what happened last time on this track as well. Go ahead and use this star now. See what we can get here. We get another star. At least that's not bad that we can change some invincibility. But it's definitely not what we're hoping for here. Again, can we get the bullet bill and the shock? Wow, that is a pretty brutal bounce. I'm just going to use the bullet bill right away because we have a lot of catching up to do still. It looks like we can start to see some players there around that corner though. And just like that, the pack is up there. We're almost there, guys. We still have a lot of work to do though if we hope to get through the pack. And we pull a blue shell. That is not a great pull. It looks like the player in first is a little bit ahead, but not really that far ahead that is really that great of a pull. Honestly, guys, it really never is a good pull when you get the blue shell because it really takes away from a potential pull you could get, like a better item, a power item to use. And I'm just going to spam this again. We get a star and a golden. As we finally catch up to the back of the pack here, I'm probably going to be able to take maybe a spot or two, but that's it. And it looks like we're going to finish in 8th place. All right, we are back, this time playing on Mario Kart Stadium. The clock starts now. And finally, we get a bagging track once again. I think it's really going to be a combination of a bagging track as well as a longer track. Because, of course, not only do we need do we need a good bagging track, at least to catch up, but we also need enough time to do so. And that is 20 seconds. We can start going now. I'm not sure if this track will be long enough. I guess we'll have to see. Of course, as you guys have seen, these GBA tracks I've been getting so far are definitely way too short to be able to make a crazy comeback, at least after waiting 20 seconds. It's just really not possible. But maybe this track here, Mario Kart Stadium, will be long enough. We also get some better luck already this race, and we pull the bullet bill, which will help propel us up towards the pack. We can use the shortcut here with the star. Looks like the blue shell is out. And let's see what we can get here at this next set. We need something good. We get triple mushrooms. I'll go ahead and use that for the shortcut here. A little bit scuffed, but we make it through. Looks like the pack is right there. A bomb goes off. This player's actually bagging, which means we're actually not in a bad spot. You know, if they're right here, looks like they get a golden. I was checking to see if they got the shock, but we do have a couple dodges here, which is very nice for us. We can also use this star and take the shortcut once again here. Cut off this corner. And it looks like we're still in 11th, but look at how many players are right in front of us here, guys. It really is anyone's game here. We get a star once again. I'll use that for the shortcut here for sure. And we're up into 6th place just like that somehow. I'm not really sure how that happened. I'm forced to go for the single box though, because my star just ran out before I could get through there to the double. I'm just spamming this fire flower. It looks like we take out like 2 or 3 players with that. We actually almost take out ourselves with the fire. I can only get a single once again. Oh, and it's a banana. That is a terrible pull. We're going to be unable to do the shortcut. See if I can get a snipe with anyone. Looks like I'm unable to, and I'll take a 6th place. All right, we are back here on Tour Singapore Speedway. The clock starts now. Go ahead and kiss the finish line there, and then drive backwards for a while. Looks like there are quite a few coins, but they're actually a little bit too far back. So I don't want to get, past the 20-second mark here. And I felt like I might have if I did that. Actually accelerate a lot quicker than I thought though. But it is time to go now. As I cross the finish line, that is 20 seconds. And this track, of course, is a little bit longer, which hopefully will help us out here in catching up to the rest of the pack. And it definitely has not helped me out that I've been finishing in some middle spots because I'm only starting with barely any coins here. It looks like I have 2 coins at the start of this race. I definitely need to work on getting some more coins to catch back up more quickly. Oh, we get the shock. Looks like no one's in a dodge. I'm going to use that as well as use the bullet bill right away. And that is what I'm talking about. Finally, we get a good pull here, guys, to help us catch back up. It's been a while since we've even pulled the shock. We also get a golden mushroom here. You can see all the items that were shocked out of people's hands there. That is quite insane. Go ahead and cut that corner off a little bit. Looks like the golden will run out just in time for the double box here. We get another golden, and we're right up with the pack already on lap 2, doing a little bit better than some previous races. Gotta watch out for that lone fireball. Looks like the golden runs out just in time, or just at least too late and we don't get that extra item box. We're getting bumped like crazy, but we're in 10th. We're keeping up with the pack here, guys. And I actually think I will slow down just enough to make sure to get this double box and chain some good items. And we get a bullet bill. I'm going to spam that right away because this section is always so chaotic with all these players. There's fire, there's a bunch of stuff going on. And now we're in 3rd, guys. No items though, but that is a great place to be in. Much better than previous races. And we get triple mushrooms. I'm going to start using that. I think I'll take the lower path here and chain another item here. Hopefully get some protection. Oh, looks like there is a shock though. And one player behind us dodges. And of course they run right through us. That is unfortunate. We fall down into 8th place because of that. Going to go ahead and try to charge up some mini turbos here. Definitely go for the double. Oh, I thought that player was going to take it, so I went for the single. What can we get? We get a star. There's unlikely to be another shock here because there's already been 2 so far this race. And I'm just going to see if we can pass some players. Looks like we do pass a couple players, but I'm out without protection, rather. We get boomeranged, and we get bumped in the off-road. We get backed. It looks like 3 of us actually got hit, 4 of us. And I'm somehow going to finish in 9th place. All right, we are back on Rainbow Road. This track actually shouldn't be too bad for the challenge just because of how long the track actually is. And I can go ahead and back up for a couple coins here at the start. I think I'll start going forward though, just because I don't want to wait too long past the 20-second mark. Looks like I have a couple more seconds to go and I can start going now, guys. In last race, we were able to catch up thanks to the shock as well as a bunch of bullet bills. But there's an unfortunate shock for us at the end of the race and we just kept getting hit because we had no protection to keep all those items away from us. So hopefully we can get a better result this race. Looks like there's a ton of light blue Yoshis at the front of the pack actually. But I feel like this lobby, because of how skilled these players are, everyone will be taking the shroomless cut here, of course, on the right path as I'm about to do. Looks like, yeah, someone actually blocked it. So it's going to be harder to catch up because it can be done shroomless, which means they're going to be doing it every single lap. Looks like we pulled the shock and a bullet. I'll just use that now as well as the bullet. No one was able to dodge. I waited for that one player to get out of their star. Hopefully this bullet will last us through this winding section here and not drop us off. Oh, it actually does. We thankfully don't go off the edge. And now we're right here with the pack. Lap 2 already. Things are actually looking not bad. I'll go ahead and take the right path once again. I'm going to have to settle for the single box because that person took the double. What can we get? We get a star. I'll use that right away here. Looks like that player has a bullet. They're going to use it. Even though I starred them, they're able to dodge it with the bullet. It looks like that player maybe was bagging for that set. I gotta watch it for this piranha plant. We get hit with the bullet anyways. I'm just gonna use my bullet myself. And hopefully this takes us past quite a few players here. Looks like that Wario player gets comboed by all the bullet bills. I think I'll hold on to this star here to take the shortcut after the glider section here. Have to brake a little bit. Looks like that player actually fell off. We can go ahead and use this star now. Take this shortcut as well as chain this double item box here at the next set. Actually chilling here in a 6th place. We get a ton of mushrooms. I was hoping for some protection there. Hopefully we don't get hit by anything here. We can take this cut pretty aggressively because we can use the mushrooms in the shortcut afterwards. We get a shell. I'm going to go ahead and snipe that Luigi player. Oh, it looks like I just missed. I'll use the mushroom. That red shell actually goes by us. And it looks like we're going to finish in 3rd place, our best race so far. All right, we are back once again on a great bagging track here on GBA Riverside Park. And I expect a lot of these players to be bagging here with me. Try not to fall off with the waterfall. Actually looks like there's only 3 or 4 there. Go ahead and go forward, back up, and then go forward once again here. And that should be just enough time for 20 seconds to pass. Hopefully we're not too far behind, but I have pretty good confidence that I'll be able to catch up this race because of how much of a bagging track it really is. You know, our last race actually went pretty well on Rainbow Road because of how long that track was, and because of this track being such a great bagging track. You know, I have a good feeling about this one, guys. We're actually not too far away already. Go ahead and get some coins here on this next section. What can we get? We get another star. Just keep chaining that invincibility. Take all the shortcuts and hopefully get the shock or pull off a shock dodge. I'll use this golden to cut off this section as well. And look at that. The pack is already right there in front of us. Oh, but that is tragic. There is a shock. I was just about to use my bullet bill. I was going to save it actually for the shortcut to see if we could pass a ton of players. We get another bullet and we get a golden once again. We can go ahead and use both of those and just try to catch up here. Looks like we will be able to catch up into 11th, into 10th here with the rest of the pack. I will save this bullet bill and use it in the shortcut here in the off-road. Looks like the player in first place is actually quite far away. Go ahead and use the bullet bill now to cut off a bit of that corner. Hopefully there's maybe another shock, probably unlikely, but hopefully this takes us past a ton of players here. Looks like it drops us off in a terrible spot. I'm actually going to hop around that corner. That actually went pretty well. Actually cut off quite a bit there. Go ahead and catch up to this player. Looks like they have a red shell. Looks like they redded that player in first. The blue shell is out. We're going to be able to pass them, and we're going to be able to finish in first place. Let's go. All right, we are back here on N64 Choco Mountain. The clock starts now, and we're finally able to get a first place in that last race. Of course, it came on a bagging track, probably my favorite bagging track of the series, of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, of any Mario Kart game. I just always seem to have great luck on GBA Riverside Park, and that is 20 seconds. But like I was saying, I just always seem to get good races, and of course, after waiting 20 seconds, it didn't seem to matter. We were able to catch up and steal a win at the end. A couple lucky circumstances with the player in first getting redded out, but also we didn't even get a shock dodge nor pull the shock. So I think that just goes to show how powerful of a bagging track that is. We get the bullet bill and the blue shell. Going to be spamming both of those, of course, and try to make our way back up to the pack. This track, I think, is long enough that we will be able to make a meaningful comeback here. We're all the way up to 10 coins. We have a golden. The players are below us in the cave section, but I can see the Toad player up here. Looks like they're actually bagging. I've seen them bagging quite a bit this session, in a couple of these races, and they seem to be doing fairly well for themselves. So I think and actually I get a shock dodge, but I was going to say, I think that just goes to show that bagging is actually pretty viable on a lot more tracks than you think. We get the bam shock dodge, but there's a second shock and we don't get the dodge. I actually did not use an item in time. I was just about to get some more items. And now we're still in 11th place. I'll try to get the double box here. Oh, we just narrowly miss it. That's always a tough one to get. 2 shocks already. We get the star. The pack is right here. It really is anyone's game. Maybe we can pull a third shock or get a shock dodge once again. Probably unlikely. But there's a good chance that player's actually bagging for that set. What can we get here? Oh, we get a single mushroom. I think that's actually the worst pull we could have possibly gotten based on our position from first place. So that is very unfortunate here. I'll go ahead and attempt to get the double box here. Looks like we just barely snag it from that player. We get a star. I'm using that right away here. I think I might hold on to this mushroom maybe for the ending shortcut. Looks like that player ahead of us is getting blued. Go ahead and try to get another item here. But we actually get bumped into the wall and we get trailed. That is very unfortunate. We get bumped once again. Players are getting taken out left and right. We get boomeranged again. And I think we're going to finish here in 7th place. All right, we are once again on Wii Maple Tree Way here. The timer starts now, and I think I'll go for the same strategy as last time and just back up and get some of these coins back here. Seems to be a good strategy to get, as many coins as I can before I actually start racing, because I just need to focus on catching up. I don't really have time to worry about going out of my way to collect coins. And just like that, we can make our way onto the actual racetrack here. Looks like we actually have some mirror mode. Get up to 10 coins just like that. We pull a star. That seems to be the common occurrence here, is getting a star for the first pull. Go ahead and use that right away. Chain it for a double box at the next set here and see what we can get. We get a bullet bill. You know what? I might as well just use that right away. There's not really a great spot to use it anytime soon, at least. And we just need to worry about catching up. And actually, we're not too far behind. Looks like the players are just in front of us here, at least at the back of the pack. But the players in the front are quite far ahead already, and that is a bad line. Mirror mode is messing me up. We get another bullet bill. But like I was saying, I'm actually going to save this for the shortcut because I think that is a good time to use it. Hopefully it doesn't get shocked out of my hands. And while we actually pull the shock ourselves, I can use the bullet bill in the shortcut. See what place that actually takes us into. And now that I'm thinking about it, oh, we get the shock dodge. Wow, it looks like one player may be dodged. We can go ahead and just shock everyone. It looks like there's one player in the star. When I use that shock, we get the double. Gotta watch out for this Yoshi's triple green shells. I get a golden and a star. I'll start using that now, but gotta be wary and try not to get lag trailed here. I'm gonna go super wide here, but then use my star right away just so we don't get hit by them. Looks like we might have been able to take them out with our star there. There's another Yoshi here with a red shell. They're avoiding us completely. And it looks like that red shell might be coming for us. No, we pull a star just in time. That is super clutch here. Looks like our box, oh, actually, our box doesn't get stolen. We get some triple mushrooms. We can use that for the shortcut here. Wow, I almost get hit right in that banana. There's so many shells. We somehow don't get trailed. Okay, we finally get trailed there. I figured that would happen. Oh, it looks like I just barely trailed that player behind us as well. And we are itemless. Oh, that is the blue shell. I just saw that in my crosshairs. Oh, we get back greened. What a throw. I think that player has the shock, actually. We actually get the eye dodge, bullet bill, eye free and bullet bill dodge. That is a shock indeed. And I think that might be 3 shocks this race. I'm just using that bullet bill right away. Yeah, because I dodged earlier. I pulled the shock. There's another shock. What a crazy race. This race is still far from over as well. Everyone's right here. Oh, we get starred, unfortunately. I'm just spamming that mushroom to catch up. Gotta watch out for that super horn. Looks like that player gets back greened. We're back up into 5th place here. And we pull a single banana. That is not very good. Looks like that is probably going to be our race here in 5th place. I am spamming. We're not going to be able to make any positions and going to finish here in 5th place. All right, we are back here on Sweet Sweet Canyon for the next race. The timer starts now. And it looks like there's no coins for us to collect, unfortunately, at the start of this race. I'm just going to go ahead and bounce off that wall, go forward a bunch, and go back a little bit more. And I think with that, it will be time to go by the time we cross the finish line, just barely. And we have a lot of ground to cover. We were lucky enough in that last race to pull the shock early, as well as get a shock dodge, which helped us propel us all the way up into 5th place. It actually turned out to be quite the tense race on lap 3 there. The pack was super close. We could not, unfortunately, come out on top, though. Go ahead and take the pink path because it is slightly faster, if you guys didn't know. I'll go ahead and use this mushroom for the shortcut, and I'll use the bullet bill in the donut hole shortcut here coming up soon. I have a good feeling about this one, guys. I think we're going to be able to catch up relatively quickly here. Oh, but we pull the blue shell, and that is very unfortunate here. Hopefully we can get a better item at the next set. And yeah, it looks like the player in 9th just ahead of us is just in the cannon, as well. We catch up to them. We can go ahead and just throw that blue shell, and the pack is right here. I think all it will really take is a couple good items to take the shortcut here, as well as at the end of the lap. And while we pull the shock, I'm just going to use the bullet bill now, just so we don't lose the shock, get shocked. And I'm going to be spamming that shock as soon as I get out. It looks like no one else is in a dodge. We're all the way up into 6th place. We used the shock in position 6. That's probably the highest place I've ever used it. And now we're in 4th place. We squish that player. I go a little bit off-road, but we're right here in 3rd place. Oh, but we get hit with the red shell through our bananas. That is some crazy lag. We were not able to block it, unfortunately. And now we're in 4th place on this lap 3. I think I'll just go ahead and trap some of these bananas, as well as trap the item box there. That player has the red. I want to pass them, but we're probably just going to get red shelled here. Oh, we get bumped super wide. We get bumped super wide again. We're unable to even take the shortcut because we're getting bumped so much. We have a couple mushrooms here. I hear the bomb. Go ahead and take the shortcut once again. Can we get the boomerang snipe? We don't. Oh, and we just barely finished in 2nd. Wow, what a close race. All right, welcome back to another race here on Ninja Hideaway. The clock starts now. We have nowhere to back up to, though, unfortunately. So I'm just going to be driving back and forth here so I don't get disconnected. And wow, what a close race that was. Last race, guys, on Sweet Sweet Canyon. And if you guys have been enjoying the video so far, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, as well as lets me know that you guys are enjoying the videos that I make for you guys. And let's go here in 12th place by a mile. We get a couple mushrooms. I'm going to be attempting the shortcut, of course, if I want any hope of catching up. And that will be easier because we do have a mushroom to break through the piranha plants there without taking any damage. And we're still in 12th by quite a bit. We get some more mushrooms, though. Make sure to trick off all of these platforms. Get every trick we can. Oh, actually miss almost every single coin there. We fall down low as well. Chilling here with only 2 coins. Go for the double. We need a bullet bill or something. And there it is. All you have to do is ask and you shall receive. I almost go off the edge there, spamming this golden mushroom. I think I will go ahead and just use the bullet bill right now. Looks like the blue shell is out. There's a player that has quite the lead in 1st place, outrunning back far from the pack. We unfortunately don't get another item there. We're stuck in the bottom path. Only 3 coins still. Go ahead and get another item box here. We get another bullet bill, and I'll be using that right away once again. We get a couple more coins there. Looks like we will pick up. Oh no, the bullet bill goes wide. We missed that last coin. We only get a single item there at that box. Use the star. And I think we're finally almost at the back of the pack. No, it looks like everyone else actually had a bullet bill in front of us. We're still in 12th here. We get a bullet bill once again, and I am using that once again. I think we're finally here, guys, caught up to the rest of the pack. There you go. I passed a couple players there. We're now in 10th place. Finally here. Go ahead and get an item box into 8th, actually. Oh, we only get a single mushroom. And it looks like a red shell's coming for us. Oh, no, never mind. It actually wasn't. I don't know how many times I've been in a bad spot in this game just to pull a single red shell. It is always tragic. We get a ghost and triple banana. See if we can pass any players here on the line. It looks like we will. We're going to finish here in 5th place. All right, we are back once again here on another race. And this time we're on 3DS DK Jungle. Again, the clock has started. There's once again no coins for us. And that last race on Ninja Hideaway actually didn't go too bad. We were able to catch up with the pack, but unfortunately not able to get a top spot. So we can go ahead and start going now. It is about time we try to catch up. And fortunately for us, this is quite a long track, which means we'll have a good chance of catching up just because of, you know, how much distance we'll be able to make up before the end of the track. But looks like the players in first are almost at the end of the first lap in the glider section already. Go ahead and see what we can get. We get another star here. We get some mushrooms as well. I think you guys have probably noticed by now that the bullet bill and the shock are the keys to winning with this strategy, you know, in this challenge. To be able to catch up that much is a big feat, you know, quite the accomplishment in any particular race. I'll go ahead and use the star as well as use the bullet bill once that star runs out. And of course, once you catch up, it really comes down to not getting hit and being able to pass some other racers. I'll go ahead and use that right now. I actually think there was a bill extension just before the mushroom bounce section there, but unfortunately I used it just before that, but that's okay. If we get another bullet bill, I'll make sure to remember it, you know, for next time. And this golden is going like crazy. I somehow get the glider anyways. We get the blue shell. Unfortunately, gotta watch out for this bullet bill. I'm gonna go a little bit wide just so we don't get hit. Looks like we were unfazed by that, unscathed rather. And now we're in 12th, but the pack is right here, guys. What can we pull? We get a bullet bill. Is it worth holding on to, or is there gonna be a shock? Honestly, guys, I kind of want to hold on to it and see how far it will take us here because the pack is so close and the bill extension is coming up right here. You know, as far as I know, you use it like right here before this boost pad. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm crazy here, but all these players are right here so close together, and we have passed so many. We're all the way up into 6th place here, into 5th. So even if that wasn't a great bill extension, it was still a great use of a bullet. This player has some triple green shells. The blue shell is out. I'm just going to use that mushroom and boost up and try to get away from everyone here. And oh, some unfortunate bananas. We get an iframe dodge from that super horn. We almost get taken out by that random green shell. This player still has one red. Looks like we're going to be able to pass them and another player, and we're going to finish here in 3rd place. And we're back, this time on Mumu Meadows. The clock starts now. And guys, I have a bad feeling about this one. This track is so short. I feel like there's absolutely no way we can have any chance of catching up. But I'm going to do my best anyways here. Still a few more seconds to go. We actually might get lapped by some of these players. And I'm going to start going now. And yeah, it's already looking not good, but there actually are a couple players that might be bagging as well. So maybe that's a good sign for us here. That is not a good sign though, that I actually hit the wall and lost my mini turbo there. It looks like the players in the front of the pack are already finishing the first lap. My star runs out in the shortcut. I am just throwing already. I'm just going to spam that. We get a bullet bill, get a couple more coins as well. And maybe things won't be too bad here. You know, it's hard to say. I am still so far behind. I'm just spamming every item. And we get a red shell. Oh no, it's going by us. I was going to say, who even threw that red shell? We're in the back of the pack by a mile. We get another star here. Go ahead and use this to cut off this off-road. And yeah, I think we're definitely going to need a BAM shock dodge or a shock ourselves if we want any hope of catching up. We get a star as well as a bullet. Unfortunately, there really aren't that many item sets on this track, so I'll just hold on to this and use it to chain some invincibility here. And there is the rest of the pack, guys. We have caught up. What can we get for our next item? We get some triple mushrooms. Definitely not the best item. I was hoping to get some more invincibility just so we don't get taken out. And yeah, we get piranha planted already. And the ghost actually took our item. That's tragic. And we have no item for the rest of the race. That's going to be it for us. Probably going to get passed by everyone because of that, which is very unfortunate. We're somehow still in 8th here. It looks like we're actually going to pass some players and finish all the way up in 7th without any items. And we're back once again on Mario Kart Stadium, but this time we have some mirror mode. And hopefully things will work out once again for us. Our last Mario Kart Stadium race was actually pretty good. The unfortunate part was, though, that at the end we just could not pull the items we needed. And we were unable to take the shortcut and finished in a bad spot. And actually have to wait another couple seconds here. But I will be going now. It is time to go. Hopefully we haven't fallen too far behind. I feel pretty good about this track though. As you guys know, it is a bagging track. We had some success with this challenge earlier in the video, so I'm feeling good about this one. Hopefully we can pull off another first place. We've only had one so far, but we've had a ton of close calls. Way more than I would have suspected for this challenge. You know, I thought, like, you know, in a couple tracks we had on GBA courses where we could not even catch up. Didn't even make a dent, you know, close to the rest of the pack. We've actually had some pretty good luck so far. Go ahead and use the bullet bill in the shortcut here. And let's see how far up we can get this. Looks like we're not going to be able to catch up to anyone, but there is a Waluigi player here, not too far ahead of us. We can also go ahead and use the star, get another double box here. We get a crazy 8. I am just spamming that right away. And I'll use the same bill strategy. It actually looks like I red shell that player. That is always tragic when you're in a bottom spot and you get red shelled without any protection because of a crazy 8. Go ahead and use the bullet bill now. Hopefully you can get a bam shock dodge. Looks like the rest of the pack is right here though. And we have caught up all the way up into 7th place. Gonna just use that golden right away. Looks like it won't run out in time for the double. We can just grab a single box. There's actually a ghost there that would have taken it regardless. We get a dodge. That is just what I wanted here. In 6th place, in 5th place. Gonna snag the double and just spam it. I think it might be too late for us to get first. Looks like they've already finished. We can go ahead and pass a couple players here. We're gonna finish here in 3rd place. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.